pour a glass of tap water, put bread in the toaster, and, well, you have absolutely no idea you're standing on the front line of a global conflict. Welcome to today's deep dive. I'm your host, and I'm joined by a resident expert to look into a really wild wargaming analysis of fifth-generation warfare, or 5GW, and how it targets our food and water supply chains.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a terrifying thought, honestly, but a really crucial deep dive.
Right. Okay, let's unpack this.
Sure.
Because 5GW isn't about, tanks or trenches. It's a cyber-physical war.
Exactly. The weapons are invisible lines of code, but the casualties, they are very physical.
So how did the source material actually break this down?
What's fascinating here is how the researchers modeled this invisible war using a three-team wargame. First, you have the blue team, which represents a technologically superior state actor wielding centralized systemic control.
Right, the big guys.
Yeah, exactly. Then you have the red team, which is a localized, totally off-grid insurgency just trying to survive.
And the third team?
That would be the purple team. They act as the referee, basically analyzing the post-mortem to figure out whose strategy actually works when society, hits the fan.
Let's start with the Goliath, so the blue team.
Yeah.
If you control the digital systems, you control the grocery store. They target what the source calls agriculture 4.0.
Right, which essentially means the massive digitization of how we grow and distribute food. It's incredibly efficient, but it runs on highly customized legacy industrial systems.
Like old factories?
Yeah, decades-old processing plants that were never designed to be online, suddenly wired up to the internet. So the blue team doesn't need to bomb a factory. They just hack the network and subtly bump up the refrigeration temperature by, a few degrees.
Oh, wow. So a nationwide shipment of meat is just quietly breeding foodborne illness.
Exactly. Or they infiltrate the packaging system to intentionally mislabel products.
Hiding deadly allergens, right. It's basically like a hacker getting into your smart home to lock your doors and turn off your heat, except the target is the entire nation's centralized pantry.
Yeah, it's insidious. And it goes beyond hacking computers. They also use agroterrorism.
Meaning biological agents?
They introduce pathogens to cripple the physical supply. Things like Yersinia pestis, which is the bacteria responsible for the plague, or wheat blast.
Wheat blast? What is that?
It's a fast-acting fungus that can wipe out entire seasonal crop yields in a matter of days. It is just systemic sabotage from the inside out.
So if the entire digital food network is weaponized, the red team's only move is to sever the cord completely, right? They have to build analog, localized survival nodes.
Yeah, they start testing their own groundwater for nerve agents, but, and this is key, they can't use digital sensors that can be hacked.
Because of the blue team.
Right. So they rely on analog chemistry, like M272 kits. These use a simple chemical reaction on color-changing paper to physically detect poisons. They also build raised garden beds, importing clean soil to bypass land that might have been chemically poisoned.
Okay, wait, I have to push back on this. Here's where it gets really interesting. You can build a raised bed in your backyard, but a state actor, like the blue team, is flying fleets of 5G thermal drones overhead.
Right, they are.
So wouldn't a greenhouse or humans working outside just radiate heat? They'd light up like a Christmas tree on their scanners.
That is true. But the red team anticipates the thermal imaging. They counter it by engineering roofs with highly specific mixtures of dirt, sand, and vegetation.
To block the heat.
Actually, to match the Earth's natural thermal emissivity, meaning the roof absorbs and radiates heat at the exact same rate as the surrounding ground.
Oh, so it's visual camouflage, but for temperature. Like wearing a high-tech wetsuit that perfectly mimics the surrounding ocean water, so a shark's heat sensors just read you its background noise?
That is a perfect way to visualize it. And if the surface is still too hostile, the red team literally digs in. They retreat to NATO-spec underground bunkers.
To house EMP shielded hydroponic farms, right?
Exactly. An electromagnetic pulse would fry normal electronics, so they physically encase vital agricultural microprocessors inside Faraday cages.
Which are those metal meshes that block external electromagnetic fields.
Yep, ensuring their systems stay completely hidden.
Okay, so we have a heavily armed digital state trying to starve out an underground analog insurgency. When the purple team actually evaluates the war game, who survives this systemic shock?
Well, the results expose a profound paradox. Centralization is hyper-efficient in peacetime, but incredibly brittle under attack.
And decentralization.
Total decentralization offers resilience, but risks dangerous isolation. But the ultimate lesson the Purple team extracts, convenience is the absolute enemy of security.
Because the second you install, I don't know, a Wi-Fi-enabled soil moisture sensor just for convenience,
Right.
a drone triangulates your signal. To survive, you have to use hardwired tools. So what does this all mean? Is the ultimate defense in modern digital war actually just regressing to low-tech manual labor?
If we connect this to the bigger picture, yes. The war game proves that when the grid is weaponized against you, a localized, purely analog stockpile is the only defense against catastrophic disruption.
That makes total sense.
The very things that make our society advanced, the interconnectedness, the Wi-Fi sensors, those are the exact vulnerabilities that force a retreat to analog survival.
Wow. That completely reframes the smart technology you blindly trust every single day. Our hyperconnected, just-in-time world is exquisitely sensitive to the slightest digital hiccup. It brings us right back to that invisible war happening in your kitchen.
Oh, absolutely. The battlefield isn't a trench, it's the Wi-Fi connection on your smart fridge.
Which leaves you with a final thought to ponder. If our modern efficiency and interconnectedness are our absolute biggest vulnerabilities, at what point does our relentless, everyday pursuit of technological convenience cross the line into becoming a personal and societal security threat?